This ain't entertainment. This is a move. This is prophecy with a pulse. A soundtrack for the remnant. We don't just make music. We speak fire from the corners of the city to the gates of the kingdom. From survival to revival, from chemo chairs to dry bones rising. Guerrillas Radio ain't just about beats. It's about power. Power to heal. Power to rise. Power to remember who we really are. We're street bred, spirit led, anointed with the oil of war and peace. We don't fold. We don't flinch. We go gangster on fear. We go holy on sickness. We go full of flames for the people of Yah. So if you're tired of dead religion, if you're done with fake healing, if your soul been searching for the real sound of heaven, you just tapped in. This is your Rellis. And this is the sound of faith on fire.
Be not deceived. The serpent speaks smooth, but his tongue is death. The false Messiah rises with lying wonders, but my sheep know my voice. Stay awake, stay on watch, for the hour is dark, and the deceiver prowls like a roaring lion. Be not deceived, hold fast, hold tight. Stay in the word, walk in the light. The liar comes dressed in glory and fame, but his crown is death, destruction and shame. The dragon speaks, the nations bow, the false one claims, I am now, signs and wonders, lightning flash, but all his works are smoke and ash. He whispers sweet, but his heart is lies. He blinds the fools, deceives the wise, but Yah's elect, you must not fall, for many are chosen, but few hear the call. Be not deceived, hold fast, hold tight. Stay in the word, walk in the light. The liar comes dressed in glory and fame, but his crown is death, destruction and shame. Wolves in sheep's clothes, prophets of gain, preach smooth words, but deny his name. They sell you hope, they sell you lies, but the wages of sin is death disguised. Do not chase signs, do not chase men. The kingdom is not with them. The narrow path, few find its way, but truth is life and lies decay. Stay away, be not deceiver, be not deceived, be not deceiver. Watch and pray, be not deceiver. Yes, me, be not deceiver, be not deceived, be not deceiver, be not deceived, be not deceiver. Watch and pray, be not deceiver. Yah is near, be not deceived, be not deceived. Hold fast, hold tight. The devil lies, false Messiah rises, but my elect shall stand. they see.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome, Sister Patia and Sister Anita. I'm glad you two sisters was able to come in today, rooted in Hebrew. I want to speak up on the question I stated. Are you or are we trusting the system? And right now, truthfully, brothers, that's a question that needs to go across the board. It needs to be spoken and asked across the board. Because don't get me wrong, as long as we've been in captivity, we got accustomed to this stuff. Whatever this system, this world, this country has brought about to man, we had some privileges to it. And so with that, there comes a measure of trusting a system. Now we're seeing something totally different. The system is bucking. It got us accustomed to it, what they was always offering. Let's just speak about electricity, running water. You have a water purification system for different cities and things of that nature. And we trust that. We'll go to, at least back in the days, we used to go to the sink, grab a cup of something, and we drink water from the faucet. We can't too much do that today, though. We can't do that today too much, especially like what the brothers and sisters are going through in Flint, Michigan. No, they can't do that. They know it's poison. And truthfully, that's across the board. They put fluoride in the water. Hey, and they say this, hey, certain things won't harm you and things of that nature. All it takes is the media to say this or to say that. One moment, bananas is good for you. One moment, the banana is bad for you. It's up and down. People say, well, this is the United States. I can say what I want to say. I got freedom of speech. Brothers, truthfully, do you believe that we are free? Do you believe there will be no type of consequences to what the system may make you, give you the hope that you can say what you want to say without any repercussions? This is the system. This is what the system has done or brought about and laid out in front of us. Some of us, I would have to say a large amount of us, we took it up and we got accustomed to it. Although now, this is what I believe. It was a setup from the word go. We didn't know. And it's not no excuse, but we did not know until we woke up. We woke up, we started seeing things differently. That's what we did. Now, on this conversation, brothers, today, it's going to be two. It's going to be two. And that's going to be, truthfully, where is the wilderness? Are we not living in the wilderness? So first, this trusting of a system. This is something we have to get unacquainted with. Now, the Most High is speaking to his people. He's speaking to his people. That's one thing we do know for a fact. He is speaking to his people because he's saying, hey, this is about to happen. Then what do the brothers do? The sisters do? They get out there. For those that have that, those channels, they get out there and they say, this is in my spirit. Now, but I will say this. Majority of brothers are saying, hey, brace yourself. Majority of brothers and sisters are saying, brace yourself. something is on the horizon. The Most High is not going to leave his people in the dark. That's one thing he's not going to do. So now, when it came to our forefathers in Egypt, hey, they knew when it got time for it, Moses and Aaron put it out there, hey, collect some water. Something is going to happen with the water. What do the Israelites do? They did exactly what Moses and Aaron instructed them to do. Brothers and sisters, are you not seeing the same scenario that's happening? The Most High is speaking to his people. Now, let's not even, we don't even have to go down that road as to a conversation. We know what he's doing because now we feel in a certain way. The Most High said this is what he was going to be doing for his people during this time. And this time is absolutely real. It is absolutely real. And he's doing it. He is absolutely doing it. Yeah, you may have a brother or sister here that make a video talking about the Exodus. Why? Because the Most High put it in them. Hey, give my people the depiction of what's about to happen. Give them that strength of encouragement. Your deliverance is getting near. This is the spirit that brothers and sisters are putting out for other brothers and sisters to keep their faith in the Most High Yah. That's what we're supposed to do. And it's happening more and more. More and more people are waking up. Now, and then at the same time now, with this awakening, you have people that is walking away from religion. They got too many questions, or they're seeing things that a so-called leader should not be doing. And so now, yes, religion is on the chopping block. When it's all over said and done, that's what is about to happen. They're making all of these claims. They're doing all of these things, and they were accustomed to doing what they wanted to do. But the Most High allowed his people to stay in religion, and then for his people to see, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. One thing that affected me when I was a child, as a Jehovah's Witnesses, was this sister. She committed suicide. Young sister. She was like 15, 16 years old. Never got in any trouble. Never got into any trouble. Her family, they moved from Chicago down to Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So what had happened? She met some boy. She got involved with him at school and things of that nature and all that. And one of the teachers walked in on them. And so the teacher took both of them to the office. And so the teacher wrote a letter explain, and they gave it to the young sister, and they told the sister, you need to bring your parents back up to the school the next day so they can talk about what she was doing. And the same thing went for the young brother too. So what had happened though, now mind you, this young sister never got into any trouble. Matter of fact, that was her first time ever. She broke her virginity at school. So what had happened, she had to walk from school home, and this is like maybe a two mile walk back and forth home. I mean, she was accustomed to it, and she just couldn't bear to give this letter to her parents. She couldn't do it. She just could not do it. She wrote a letter of her own. And she was apologizing to her mother and her father for what she got involved in at school. Now, you may be wondering what was all in that letter. I truthfully don't know, but what it was whatever it was, it made the superintendent at that school very angry. Shalom, shalom, Sister Van P. Made him very angry. Not just him, the principal and everything. So what happened though? The young sister took a shotgun and blew her heart outside of her body. So when that happened, yeah, made the news and all of that, and everybody was talking about it and things of that nature. Yes, they was talking about it. Well, I never forget. Went to the meeting that next day, and one of the brothers hopped on the stage and saying there will be no funeral service for this particular sister, you know, because that was suicide, right? So now they move on as if ain't nothing happened. Now, mind you, now at that particular time, I was in the 7th grade, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I know what grade I was in, because I used to walk past her house every single day, walking to school, and that's the only school I had to walk to. Me and my brothers. But when they got up there, nonchalant, there will be no funeral service for this little young sister, 15 years old. 15. That didn't sit well with me. Now, I did not voice my opinion because at that particular time, you voice your opinion, you're a child, you get beat. You may get an extension cord wrapped around your legs. You just shut up, looked at it, and mosey on about your business. But at this particular time, a lot of individuals at that time, they were trusting their decision, the teachings. This is what I had gotten accustomed to. But the more I seen how they was dealing with kids, brothers and sisters, I'm telling you right now, it was a foul it just kept piling up. And it was a foul. I remembered near about everything. And I'm in my mind, and as I got older, I'm thinking, all right, you know, that person didn't do this here, that person didn't do that there. That, you know, boom. This is the reason why they did what they, you know, they got involved in. Because I started to trust the system. I started to trust that religion. But when you wake up, it's like, you have to just like dismantle everything that you was taught. Then, while you do that, I mean, at least it's Jehovah's Witnesses now. When you start to dismantle things, they call you an apostate. You're going against Jesus. They will literally lay labels on you. They never talked about fleeing to the wilderness or nothing like that. No. We was all like one people, one family, and things of that nature. This is the assumption that they gave us. But this is just me. I see more of us Black people getting disfellowshipped than the whites. And it was like, you know, mixed congregation. This is what I seen. But yet and still, as I went on, I kept trusting the system. Even when it came down to biblical teachings, I just kept on trusting. Brothers and sisters, when it's all over said and done, we have so much trust in us. It is absolutely unbelievable. We'll go into a store, buy this or buy that, and we trust that what we are buying. You think you're buying a can of, let's just say, black eyed peas. But then when you start to turn it over and just read the label, oh, you kind of find out there's pork grease in it. But the can is displaying black eyed peas. So in your mind, you're trusting, oh, it's just black eyed peas. We have a whole lot of trust, brothers and sisters, that we need to start questioning now. That's what we need to do. People make the assumption, or said rather, you got to, brother, you can't trust meat. You thinking I'm gonna just say it this way. We're hoping that we're buying beef. This is the reason why you have brothers and sisters who said, you know what, bump it. I want to know what I'm eating. Some people really went in, they went in hard on it because they have to now start questioning the system. They had to. They was led to. And brothers and sisters, as these days go on, this is where we are standing right as we speak. We got to start questioning a lot of things. We thought sisters wearing weaves, oh, it was okay. It was, it's a beauty thing, all that, and things of that nature. Come to find out, majority of the weave have some type of wicked spirit upon it. But when you hear that stuff coming from people saying, we brush it off, and we keep it moving. Oh, but as time went on, we kind of realize, hey, wait a minute, there's some truth to that. Now, sisters, there was this, I ain't gonna say a sister, but there was one movie they made some years ago. And it was the sister. Now, it may have came off like a funny movie, but then at the same time, it was a horror movie. But what they were saying was true. And come to find out now, a majority of weed that's put together comes from India. Brothers and sisters, do you know how many gods they have in India? And that's over 3,000 of different gods that they worship. 3,000. And now that hatred is still there now. The nation is going to hate. So if there's anything that they can do to give the prayer over whatever wicked spirit they're doing for whatever they're trying to sell, they're selling it because they know who what. We are the biggest spenders. We are. We're buying things that is literally destroying us. But don't get me wrong, with this awakening, yes, a lot of brothers and sisters have woken up to that. A lot of sisters, they just going natural. They're starting to care for their own hair now. We're not trying to be like the system. Bump the system. The system needs to be like me when it's all over said and done. Because when we are trying to be like the system is trying to be like us. It's like we're trying to leave who we are to be like them. But then we woke up, oh, wait a minute. We made that U-turn. Oh, I'm tripping. And we go back. We woke up. We woke up. So this trusting, brothers and sisters, yeah. I mean, because right now, this is just me. I'll just say me. I have an issue going to restaurants now. Because I don't know how they're preparing. Are they using the same knife to cut? They just cut up some pork chops they cutting up, and then they may use that same knife to cut up a burger. Yes, those are the things that we need to be thinking about. And it may sound, you going too far. No, we're not going too far, brothers. At least I know I'm not going too far. When the Most High said we are a set apart people and we woke up to that, be set apart. Start questioning things. Hey, start doing things for yourself. And that's where it's getting to. Now, you may see brothers and sisters that say, hey, they took a trip to Africa. They went over there and they got an apartment, got in a condo, and this is how they live. And they show you how they are living, which can be deceiving. Now, Sister Van P, hold on, let me do it this way. You went natural in 2017, sister. Hey, but I tell you what, Sister Van P, you seen something that questioned your spirit. Of course, now if you kept on with, you knew it was eventually going to affect you. See, this is what we need to be doing. This is the same type of attitude that Sister Van P had. This is what we need to be having. When you start to do the research and you come to feel, wait a minute, are you joking me? This is what they're doing. Brothers and sisters, there's a lot of foods that we have here in the United States. It's not allowed in Africa. There's a lot of foods that is here. It is not allowed in Africa, period. And especially like Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is not shipped from the United States to Africa. No, they got a plant there because the government said, oh, no, you're not going to put all that sugar in this pop. If you go there and you go to Africa and you drink one of that, it's not sweet like it is here. It's like syrup here. It's like syrup. Shalom, shalom, Brother Dave. A lot of salt? You can go to a coffee house. Their donuts are not sweet like they are here. Because brothers, we have become so trusting. But this is their system where we need to question their trust, what they're doing, what we're taking in. This is where we are at right as we speak. I know there is a lawsuit going out for hair relaxers, and a lot of sisters, they gotta end up getting sick from this stuff. But this is because we was trusting. We had so much I can't say hate, but we had so much a conflict of being who we are. That's what we had. We, back in the days, a brother here let's go back to the let me see, what was that? The late 80s. Let's go to the late 80s. Oh, everybody had the Jerry curl. Everybody had that. Oh, and had it dripping and everything. We had it. Shalom, shalom, Sister Donovan. Or Donovan? I could. Davis. Shalom, shalom. Now, let me tell you something on that. You know what, brother, you're right. There's a lot of stuff that works against us. And with this awakening, brothers, we starting to understand a lot of stuff, because when you're talking about being set apart, now you start questioning some things and you start to put things in motion. It's like when the Most High say, get out of Babylon, brothers and sisters, we're taking that to a whole nother level. We have taken it. It's already started. It's already started. And we're starting to break down things. But now this is the dangerous thing of the system. They're not recognizing what's happening. Ultra perm. Yeah, that's that ultra right or ultra straighten. Man, back in the days, Dave, let me tell you something, brother. My mother, she used a straightening comb. I'm serious. She used a straightening comb on my sister's hair. And then you get to the back of the neck. Whoo! My sister, she had some kitchens back there, boy. I tell you, it was as if you was in a helicopter looking down at a forest of trees. I tell you. But hey, this is what we seen. This is what we experienced, and things of that nature. So, but I mean, with this awakening, brothers, the world is not understanding how they done stepped themselves into a world of hate. A world of hurt. Because, like Sister Van P, she said she went natural. Oh, now she's not spending money with their hair product any longer. That's money that was going to the nations. And so now when more and more people, brothers and sisters, wake up and they start questioning everything, because the world got accustomed to, hey, put this in that. And the world got so accustomed, and they got down on the science of what we eat, what we drink, and what we smoke. They start analyzing all of this stuff. There was a movie, but it was this old movie. And the movie was about Black people leaving. And they had a chart on how dark, you brown or something, you leaving. But if you was close to, like, if they couldn't determine you was white or black by your skin, you stayed. And so in order to get people to do it, they brought out some Hennessy and everything for Black people. See, that's that type of movie that it can be put in the same relation with They Cloned Tyrone. There was a hidden message in that movie. And the thing is, they wanted you to question, what is the system giving you? The thing that you may be calling food is not food. It's not food. That's the question. What are you ingesting? Brothers, I was telling you, brothers, about my cousin recently, about 2 weeks ago. He had surgery. It was like almost a 9-hour surgery. They found out he had cancer. They had to take a portion of his stomach, a portion of his liver, a portion of his bladder, and some of his kidneys. That's what they had to do to get the cancer. Brothers, ain't nobody gonna tell me anything different. There's something in this food, or even the water for that matter, that is breaking people down like this. We started to trust, brothers, and the system started bringing more weight upon us. Now, let's do it this way. Let's go back into the 70s. You didn't hear about a whole lot of people walking around talking about they got cancer. You did not hear about a lot of people walking around talking, oh, my so-and-so got cancer. No, my grandmother, when she died, she had a stroke in her sleep. That's how she died. But she didn't have cancer. She didn't. You didn't hear about a lot of people having cancer at that time. But nowadays, shalom, Brother Kenneth. You're hearing little kids coming into the world with it. Sister Danya, shalom. Denya, I'm sorry. This is what we're seeing. This is what we're witnessing. So truthfully, and this is just my encouragement, question a lot of things that's in your life, because majority of this stuff, brothers, it's hurting us. It is absolutely hurting us in captivity. That's the thing. Yeah, that plastic. You know, they have this Donovan Davis, this they say it's rice. I say something totally different. It may have some rice particles in it. Come to find out it was plastic. They call it an alternative. Are you crazy? But hey, this is what the world is pushing out. They want to be able to control the structure of rice, even down to the fruit, the vegetables. They want to control it, because if they can control it, you're not growing, they can control you. If they feel that there's too many people on this planet. Hey, they know how to downsize the numbers. They know exactly what to do. This is where we come in, brothers. We have to come in and we have to start thinking a different way to the stuff that we're taking in. And this is all part of this awakening. All of this, that plastic rice, man, please. That stuff is crazy. It is absolutely important that we start to question these things. The number one, I don't say sickness amongst us, as some doctors say, is breast cancer and prostate cancer. That's what they say. Now, we are always the ones that's going to stand out. They said Black women develop cancer more than any other race of people or of women. That's what they say now. And Black men through prostate cancer. Why is it that, brothers? It may take 12 ingredients. Let me tell you something. Yeah, I agree with that, brother. I do. But when it's all over said and done, brothers, it's having an effect on us. The Most High told us, hey, and when we woke up, that's when we started to understand the clean foods. Now, but prior to that, when doctors were saying to Black people, more so, you want to cut pork out of your diet. It's not good for you. This is what the doctors was telling us, Now we woke up. We kind of find out there are so many different worms inside of a pig. It is unbelievable. It's difficult to poison a pig. A pig eating anything. Back in the days when the saying was, "You are what you eat." Yeah. This is what we had to contend with. And now, and for those that's not awakened, oh, please. Talking to one sister, and she said, oh, no, And, I was explaining who we are from a biblical standpoint. And I mentioned pork. She said, oh, no, I got to have my pork. This is what she said to me. And it's sad. And she's not the only one. I heard a brother recently said the same thing. He told what he got to have. Brothers, this is how deep we have went into captivity. We're thinking that we have to have these things. All right. Danya, 1. What led you to start questioning the things that you intake? See, because something had to go off in your spirit to say, you know what, we're eating this, and then we come to see all of this type of sickness. We're seeing all of the sickness that's going on. And not just with older people. We're talking about young people, kids coming into the world with cancer. I knew one little sister came into the world with cancer of her eyes. So it got to a point where she was about 9, 10 years old. Got to a point where the doctors had to remove her eyes. The sockets. The eyes itself, they had to remove them. I'm gonna help you. Let me say it this way. This little young sister, her sister It was on the south side of Chicago. And there was a confrontation with some gangs. And her older sister was leading her. They went to the store to get some candy, and they was walking back home. And there was a confrontation where this guy shot over at the other gang members, but the two sisters got caught in the crossfire. The older sister got hit on the head. The young sister that was, blind, she was panting around crying for her sister. She didn't know her sister was laying there dead. We have foods. Brother, like I was saying, we have so many different things that we got so many different angles that's affecting us. So many different. This is here. She came into the world with cancer. And for those that may be in Chicago, they know exactly what I'm talking about, because that stuff, it hit the news. It made the news. That was some years ago, though. It was some years ago. I think that young sister, she should be about like 20. And I'm talking about the blind sister. She should be about like 20-some years old right now. But when it first happened, she was very young. And I knew her and I knew her family. That's all right. So that's what I kind of figured. All right. Yes, in your spirit, paying more attention to what you was putting in your body. And we all going to have that. Of course, brothers, the Most High said the nations is going to hate us. So now we got to take that hatred and we got to start analyzing a lot of things in this world. Just like cigarettes. Back in the 90s, I remember Newports was like top dog amongst Black people. Brothers and sisters, what do you think the nation was doing with that information? They was gearing it up. They knew exactly that these cigarettes, and they know this because what? They put these cigarettes in certain neighborhoods. They know what sells. They know what don't sell. And who is buying it? This is a nation that we are in who's giving us all of these things or servicing us with these things. This is where we have to start. We have to be proactive, rather. And it's best that we look at a lot of things, brothers and sisters. And more importantly, especially praying over it, asking the Most High to watch over it, watch over us. That's what we need to do. Because I tell you, this brother, he's not waking. And we was in a grocery store because, I don't too much like eating out that much. And then he picked up a can of beans. I said, no, man, that stuff got pork in it. He's like, Mike, ain't no pork in this stuff. I'm like, dude, it's pork in it. So I would turn it over, boom, went right to it. He's seen it. He was like, why would they put pork in some lima beans? This is the question he asked. Then he picked up something else. He said, no, it was what would you call that stuff? The bread. Jiffy Mix. I said, dude, no, it's pork in that stuff too. He was like, turned it over, showed him, lard. And so he started questioning, what's the whole purpose of putting pork in some lima beans and some whatever? And I just started showing him a whole lot of things that had pork in it. And he just couldn't believe it. And that's when I brought it to, I said, man, they know exactly who you are. If you are in a particular neighborhood, you're going to have a whole lot of pork ingredients in something. You're going to, because they know exactly who you are. They know how to keep you in sin. The nation, they've been knowing that for thousands of years. Those nations knew exactly how to keep Israel in sin. And I'm talking about our ancestors. They knew exactly how to maneuver the situation to get our forefathers hemmed up with the Most High. He knew it. They knew it. And brothers, they practice that right down to this very day. The Most High has always been warning us not to mingle with the nations. Now, when we wake up, you have brothers who take that as concrete, I ain't gonna say evidence, as a concrete teaching. It cannot be wavered. It cannot be manipulated. This is what the Most High said. All right, we need to separate ourselves from the nations. And you have a whole lot of brothers and sisters that does that. Now it's real. Now we understand that deeply. You know what? The reason why we understand it, because we understand how much they hate us. They show their hands. They have the videos. They have the pictures of their hatred towards us. Now, with this knowledge we have to wake up to this thing here. We've been trusting these people for a long time. Hey, what? They went in, started taking seeds out of foods. If you ever notice, brothers, and for you, I mean, a banana, go back in time when you was a kid, a child rather, and you had that banana, and if you look in the center of it, you will see seeds in that banana. Go look at a banana now. Go look at a banana now. You're not going to see any seeds. Grapes, all they consider to be. See, this is the thing. They played on Donovan Davis. They played with our patience when it came to grape seed, and I believe that was the first one. They started with seedless grapes, and we thought that was beautiful. We thought that was the best thing ever. We thought that was the best thing ever, and we started buying it up. Not understanding. Oh, oranges. Let me tell you something on the oranges. They seeds started getting smaller and smaller, as well as the grapefruit. The seeds started getting smaller and smaller and smaller. That's what the bananas used to have seeds in them. Banana, you didn't have to spit the seeds out. I mean, but we got accustomed to that. The seedless stuff, boom. Then they came with the watermelon. No, and when we started to wake up, we said, oh, this is a problem. These people went in there trying to re-engineer. Well, they ain't trying. They ain't no such thing as trying. They went in and re-engineered the grapes, the watermelon, and any other fruit or vegetable to control it. They hell-bent on control. So in order for them to control you, they got to control the food, because they know you got to eat in order for you to live. They know this. When you want to talk about a plot, brothers and sisters, this is what they're doing. They're plotting against us. This is absolute control is what they want. They want obedience. This is all in this beast system. And at least we thought it was a convenience. That's what we thought. We thought it was a convenience. And then we come to find out, hey, this is going to hem a lot of people up. Now, I don't know if you brothers and sisters seen it. Truth Unedited. The brother brought out a video yesterday, and what he's saying is true. Brace yourself. This new system is about to kick in. And now it's like there's a race. It's like this nation here, got to do what it said it's going to do before this new system kick in. So somebody, and they already said, they're talking about in the next 48 to 72 hours, brothers. That's what they're talking about. Now, we on the other hand, now I'm not here to encourage fear at all. These things are supposed to happen. We just need to keep our spiritual alertness always on point. This tribulation is going to be great for this nation, this world. But like the scripture said, Jacob is going to be saved out of it. This is all of this stuff that's lining up. We got accustomed to trusting the system. And don't get me wrong, brothers, with this awakening that's going on, truthfully, it's still kind of brand new. The moment we think we got something down pat, we got something else. Something that's happening on a prophetic platform is what we are seeing. Now, let me jump from trusting the system to this. I was listening to a brother. He was talking about the wilderness. Now, what he was saying, brothers, I tell you, yeah, he got my attention. He did. He got my attention, but it was based on scripture. But as he kept on talking, I'm like, dude, please. There is will be a gathering of the Most High's people, scripturally speaking. Now, this is what's supposed to happen. The Most High said he's going to put out the call for his angel to gather his people and to put them back in their land. And what the brother was saying that we're going from out of Babylon into the wilderness. I'm going to say this, brothers. Now, what he was saying that Hashatan and with what Yahusha did, he was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. I got it. I got that. But brothers, this is my question. We are already up under the nose of the devil. The Most High said, your battle is not against flesh and blood, but against wicked spirit in high places and principalities. This is what the scripture says. Now, I was always up under the assumption, truthfully, and this is just me now, and I could be wrong. I'm not going to sit and say I'm right all the time. I feel that we are in the wilderness. We are under the devil's nose. Now, for me to believe that coming out of captivity, going into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil a second time, I don't hold to that. I don't see a scripture that supports that. That's just me now. I seriously believe we are in the wilderness right as we speak. We are under the devil's nose. We are battling wicked spirits in high places. All of this within this awakening. Don't get me wrong. The way the brother laid it out made a whole lot of sense. I just had that little one thorn that's in my flesh that I have an issue. I mean, I can't say the brother is wrong. That's one thing I cannot say, because everything he was saying, we're back to with scriptures. But I do believe that we are in the wilderness right as we speak. In this wilderness, brothers, this trusting the system, wilderness. All of this stuff that's happening with the food, wilderness. They want to control you on a much higher level, the wilderness. Brothers waking up to who they truthfully are. Brothers and sisters waking up to who they are. Wilderness. That's how I'm seeing it. And the way brothers and sisters are suffering with all of this trials and tribulation that we're going through. Brothers, please. This is a time of testing. Brothers, let's just lay it on. Let's lay it down this way. You got our people. I'm trying to word this in a way that I don't get flagged. You got some men who walking in high heels in churches. But if you go into Luke 21, Yahushua said that this will be happening. He wasn't talking to nobody else but his people. Our people took this stuff up and we going head strong with it. The Most High is pleading with his people right as we speak. Turn to me, repent, come to me. Brothers, please. This is the reason why I say that we are in the wilderness right as we speak. Now, are we going to, the Most High is going to gather us and put us back in the land and going into a wilderness? I don't see that, brothers. And I need more scriptural understanding on scriptures that portrays that says that. Because right now, looking and witnessing the sickness of brothers and sisters, the things they got to cope with, we talk in mental, the mentality, the saneness of some of our people is taking its toll on our people. To leave here from up under the devil's nose, because this is his system, and to be in captivity up under the devil's nose, I find it difficult that there is another wilderness outside of this from a scriptural standpoint. This is just my understanding. And like I said, brothers, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. When we talking about captivity, brothers, we talking about from today's date. Today's date, going back to what? The time that our forefathers got here. What was that? 1619. All of that is all looped up to us right as we speak. They was feeding our forefathers' kids to alligators. All of that is included. All of it is included. The Most High he's holding on to the receipts. He's holding on to the receipts of the people because they want to manipulate what he created, the grapes, or we're gonna manipulate it, change the sequence, the DNA. We're gonna develop a grape that does not have a seed. Who does that? Who does that? Was it Israel? No, it's the nation. We know for a fact the seed is you plant it, some more go grow. But the nations, what they say, we want to control these people, brothers and sisters. Oh, come on now. This is demonic. This is Satan's system. This is how we moving about. Did not Yahushua say to his disciples that he has to go back to his father, and he's going to plead and pray, ask his father to watch over his people, because we are sheep amongst wolves. That's their captivity. That's what I'm talking about, sis. Not us. Not us. Brothers, if you all have any scriptures out there that can help me to appreciate that there's a wilderness or prophecy that's leading to the Exodus, from the Exodus to the wilderness, I'm waiting to read it. I'm waiting to, look it up, research it, and find out what it is and how we should understand that. But right what I'm looking at, brother, shalom, is a melody. I'm seeing that this wilderness, I'm thinking this is now. This is now. Because the Most High keeps telling us to turn around and repent. He said, hey, my people will wake up and they will come to appreciate me. Brothers and sisters, hey, I think that is happening right now. Getting into the laws, knowing the laws, believing the laws. This is what the world did not want to happen. And I seriously believe, like, what was it? Revelations chapter 12, when the devil was unleashing all of this persecution and things of that nature. Yes, that went on for years. It went on for years. Then he had to manipulate a situation to make like everything was copacetic. This is what the devil had to do in order to get us accustomed to some things in the world to use against us when we are all about us. When you're going back to a land, he's gearing himself up, what? His spirit up, gearing it up so that we can take a portion of that with us, his spirit. And I'm talking about unfaithful ones. Because the scripture, what is that? Isaiah chapter 65, verse, was it 20? 20 or 21. When the Most High was saying, he was going to cast down judgment on an evildoer. He said, although 100 years old, he would die as a mere child. That's the individual who is choosing not to stay on the road to truth. That's what Isaiah 65, verse 20, I'll say 20, 21, it's talking about. We're struggling right as we speak. We are struggling right as we speak. Let me take that lie back. We have a lot of our people that comes up missing. Oh, please let's not even mention the sisters. Their reproductive system. Why do the world want it so bad? And your melanin? Oh, please. Everything that's about us has been tested on and against us. Brothers, let me say it this way. This is a wilderness. This is a wilderness. And at the same time, the Most High is asking us to turn around and repent. Why? Because he knows there's a destruction that's going to come about. It's going to happen. The scriptures clearly states that Hashatan, Satan, has misled the entire inhabited earth. Shalom, this is a Pinky D. I'm glad you came in, sis. This is what it's saying. This is what it's stating. And we have to be on guard at all times when it's all over said and done. You're going to be you're not going to have of life that's going to be comfortable if you saying you're Israel, you're going to have some trouble in your life. You're gonna be like, what is going on? But truthfully, when you woke, you know what's going on. And anybody in their right mind, you want it to stop. In this wilderness, brothers, we have to start questioning everything about the system. The trust that we may be having for the system needs to be rectified. Period. The majority, they know that we are big spenders. This is what the world knows. The world knows that Israel make the world spend when it comes to money. If a nation want to tap into African Americans' spending power, they better find something that, hey, you can get into this industry. This is what these black people be buying. They're going to be rich. They're going to make billions. We did that. Now we need to start questioning the things that we're spending our money on. This is the power that we do have. That's one thing about that. The world ain't going to tell you that. No, they're not going to pat you on your back and, hey, great job. No. If they can keep you at a certain mindset that's keeping them up here and you down here very low, they're going to work that. That's what they're going to do. And they have done it. Again, they're not the Most High says, woe to those that rejoices in Jacob's fall. That saying is right. It's still that's still right. That's happening right now. And that woe is any nation, any person that rejoices over Sister Pinky D's fall. If anything that she got to struggle with, and you have a nation, you have a person that's rejoicing over her fall, or Sister Melody, you hemmed up. The Most High say, woe. And woe is not good. It's not good. Woe means you got hemmed up. There's a judgment that's going to be passed upon you. Or there is a judgment that is passed upon you. It's the woe that's going to hem you up. In the world, brothers, good night. Let's just go down the line. You have this country where we are in, that we reside in. Look at all the things black people have done. And I'm saying black people. Look at all the stuff we have done. They hate you so much. So they really want to look like you. And they maneuver things about that we had brothers, especially that in Nigeria, that was bleaching their skin to lighten it up. This is the influence of this world that we trusted. Now, and when I remember when I was young, the darker you were, please, the worse you got treated. And I'm talking about even from your own people. This is how deep this system, or its spellbound, had affected even us. That's what it did. It affected us really bad. I wouldn't say it's, I can't say it. Well, I'm going to say it lightened up a little bit with this awakening. With this awakening, it kind of lightened up. But you don't hear about a lot of us going and bleaching their skin like that with this awakening. We kind of realize, And then for the people that do the people that did do that, oh please, they can't stand in that sun like that. Now, if you want to talk about somebody wishing that they had the melanin on their body and they being black, let's talk to some albinos. Albinos be the first to tell you they would love to have their skin healed. There's a lot of them in East Africa. A lot of albinos in East Africa. But the world, now, I don't know how true this is. Now, this is what one sister told me, that they selling melanin. I didn't even know you can buy it. I did not even know that you can buy it, much less purchase it. I mean, but hey, I do not put nothing past the system. I do not. The devil is busy on all corners. He's understanding. He understands this, not awakening, not just awakening, this exodus. And this is where we are at. We are up under the devil's nose right as we speak, brothers. This is the devil's system that we are up under. This is the reason why I say, and I believe, and I could be missing some scriptures, brothers. This is that wilderness. This is the anger of the devil. Because he's understanding, he knows. These people are woke. They're claiming Israel. They're going back to the laws, which he had the churches to teach. The laws are done away with. Everything that is of us has been changed. Everything. I'm going to start from here and we will go up. We've been changed. The world lied to us and told us the laws don't matter. You're a descendant of slaves. End the story. This is what they told us. You don't amount to nothing. Don't be reaching out to become a doctor. Be just a carpenter. You're not going to amount to anything. You serve a lesser God. These are all the things we got taught. Now, let's just move on up now. Yahushua, they called him Jesus. And Yahushua went through a tanning phase. All his melanin was stripped away from him. It was stripped away from him. Now, they changed him. Now, he's more so European than Hebrew. Now, follow me on this now. So they got to him. They got to Yahushua. I mean, but hey, Yahushua said it was going to happen anyway. He said that. Then he came to the Most High. First thing they had to get rid of was his name. And they did just that. They got rid of his name. They got in there, put in God, Lord. This is what they did. Everything that we are related to, brothers and sisters, we're the only people that went through that change. And the world did it. They had to keep us in the dark. When the world, Satan, can go in, have the world to change the Most High's name to keep us in the dark. Then they came to Yahushua. Brothers and sisters, all three of us, I'm talking as a nation, Israel, all three of us been changed from a world standpoint just to keep us in the dark. Just to keep us in the dark. This is what the world has done. everything. But when the Most High, he woke up first, and then he woke us up. We grabbed a hold to it, kind of find out, hey, this this religion, this Christendom was built upon, well, it's a false religion when it's all over said and done. We're not a religion. This is a culture. That's who we are. And the culture that we had, brothers, yes, they had to go in and they had to strip us. And we got stripped. Butt naked. We got stripped. We woke, I ain't gonna say woke. We wanted to be like somebody, but we didn't know who. We didn't too much like being ourselves. That's how stripped we were. Hey, but that woe is not upon you. That woe is upon the world. Now, there are some woes that Yahushua did speak about that was going to affect us, and it did. The Most High said, Yahushua said, "Woe to those that does not keep my Father's law." Those was Israel. Those are the people that those law was going to, not obeying the law was going to affect. Not the world. Not the world. Those laws was for his people. And right as we speak, right down to this very day, this is our responsibility. Those laws. This is our responsibility, maintaining those laws. But before this awakening, no, the Most High didn't hold back on no woes. Those woes came upon us. Yes, they did. Those woes was upon us. And I'm not just talking about the 80s, the 90s, the 70s, the 60s. You go back to the time that we started to lose our heritage. Those woes hit us. Wait a minute. Sister Melody, what you say? Even some of the Africans on the continent that were bleaching their skin. Yes, melanin is on the market, selling for over 600 grams. Good gracious, they saying gram like it's a drug or something. Good gracious. Last I checked, probably more than 600. Wow. Okay. That's something else. But this is Satan's world. This is Satan's system. And like I stated some months ago, brothers, Satan has done everything opposite that of the Most High. Whatever he put in place, he did it opposite. The Most High says sheep, he says goat. The Most High says Adam and Eve, he says Stephen. Everything the Most High put in place. Seed-bearing fruits. Satan said, take the seed out. The Most High said, hair like wool. Satan said, straighten it out. Everything the Most High put in place, Hashatan comes in, and he does opposite. Most High says, keep it holy. He said, do your will, do whatever you want to do. The Most High says, don't give into your flesh. Hashatan said, dive in it, swim in it, love it. Everything the Most High put in place, the devil came in his system and has done absolute opposite. That's what he has done. This is what we are witnessing right as we speak. You seeing a devil, Revelation, was it 12? Chapter 12, where he realized his time is short And he went off to wage war with who? With us. This is that shortening of time, brothers. This awakening is when he realized my time is short. He went off in a rage over this awakening, and he's still in a rage. This is where we are standing right as we speak. This is that rage moment. He's realizing these Negroes and woke up and they know they Israel. Out of all he has tried to do, he couldn't hold back. The Most High was not, he couldn't hold it back. When we did not know who we were, yeah, the devil was sitting back, reclining in his chair, feet cocked up. He was enjoying it. Then he got that rude awakening. He got a rude awakening. We woke. Now we're looking at an exodus, a greater exodus, where we will not be up under his wicked spirit or his wicked air. Yes, if you brothers and sisters are experiencing some stress, where do you think that stress is coming from? In a system of captivity. It's coming from the devil. This is his system. You're going to feel whatever he is feeling. He owns it. When he took Yahushua to that very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the earth, he said, if you just do an act of worship, I will give you all of this. He can't give nothing that is not his. This is what he's doing. And for brothers and sisters, like I was saying, the entertainment field, brothers and sisters, this is something we should just stay away from. That is the devil's den. And you're not going to, whether it's the political side of it or whatever the situation may be, that's the devil's den. And any and everything goes in that system. Nowadays, things are so corrupt, and they're thinking it's just time to move on. Yesterday, I spoke about some shows that we used to watch. Now, you're going to get those shows right down to this day. I think the latest one we have right now is The Prince of Bel-Air. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called that. But now they got a whole lot of cursing and everything in that sitcom. But the time we was watching it, no, it was no cursing or nothing like that in there. There was the father was a lawyer. I don't even know what his aunt was, Vivian. She was a housewife or something. I don't know. But they had a decent house. They had a decent household and things of that nature. But if you go and look at it now, brothers and sisters, these shows are not family shows. They're satanic shows. And they're going to always show the man as an idiot. He's always in the not knowing nothing. And the one that's going to portray, brothers, now I got to say this in a way because, man, I know they're going to hear me up on this one. Let me see, how can I say this? When you have a married couple, how can I put this? Let's go with the alphabet soup. They're going to always be in there somewhere in some type of show. They're going to bring them out, and they're going to be the ones who have the nice life. Who's going to be more forgiving, who's going to be more loving. That's what they're going to portray. And the normal husband, wife, they always want the ones who have trouble. It's always an issue in that particular household. Brothers, this is the devil's doings. This is his system. He understands that he needs to bring on his system because the system is about to change deeply. That's what's about to happen. You're not going to sit here and think that the days of the Cosby Show, that's my mom. No, You better go play some reruns. That's about it. That's the furthest you're going to get. If they did redo those shows, trust and believe the devil is going to have his hand in it. The devil is going to have his hands in it. Because he knows if I can get into the show and this show goes out to the TV and I can affect the houses of Israel, he can go back to the Most High and mock all day long. That's what he knows he could do. In TV, I mean, right now, brothers and sisters, it's like everything that we may see on TV is geared to this system. And like the Most High said, those that love this system is going to die with this system. Brothers and sisters, the Most High is asking us, his people, to choose life. He's saying choose him. This is the encouragement that the Most High is reaching out to his people in captivity to search him out, to grab a hold to his hand and let him lead you. We didn't seen all of this stuff. But if this system continues, well, I ain't gonna even say that, brothers, because it's not going to continue. It's not. They want to talk about they went from, you know, the alphabets. What's going to be next? Is it going to be this man that fell in love with his dog? Now he want to go marry his dog? I can't put nothing past the system, brothers. If it can work for Satan the devil, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. Anything that's going to work against the Most High, he's going to try his best to implement it, just to affect you. We was already warned of what's going to happen and what we need to stay away from during this time of the end. This is what we have in front of us. This is what we have in front of us, brothers. We're in a system that works against us. There's an exodus. Like I said, brother, there's an exodus that's right before us. Right before us. The world went in, said this about, and kept up contentions between us and our brothers on the continent. The Most High, he's cleaning house. And for those that holding on to it, if they don't want to repent, hey, you'll get yourself hemmed up. In the book of Revelation, it talks about the dogs and the cowards and everything. And it also spoke about the ones when the Most High said, when some was believing his day was going too long and they started to mistreat his people, he said, oh yeah, you will get yourself now. He was talking to Israel. He was talking to his people. They're going to get themselves hemmed up. And you're going to have some Israelites who's going to lose their life because they go feel, hey, I got to get mines in. They're going to get into their flesh. The Most High is telling us not to feed into it. Because he knows exactly how the devil manipulated Adam and Eve. And he appealed to their flesh. And this is what we're still battling down to this very day. And the Most High said, live by the Spirit. You will supersede your flesh. Now, whether we want to believe that or not, brothers and sisters, that remains to be seen. But this is what the Most High is asking us to do. You know, every time they always got to put a bomb in it. What you talking about, sis? And they got to keep it in the movies. They got to keep it in TV. And I mean, What? And a lot of the a lot of singers, brothers, and I'm talking about the ones that supposed to be like street thugs, things of that. No, 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 no. Some of them, they dabble in the soup. Now, they just made an alert for Atlanta, Alabama, North Carolina, and South Carolina. Guess what they put out there on the news? They warning the people that HIV is on the rise. They said it's absolutely, it's like to a point it's out of control. Yeah, you know what, Sister Melody? Because I got to get out of here. I'm not trying to get caught up in the mountain in North Carolina. No, I seen a cliff, sister. Let me tell you something. Ooh, you got to give glory when you ride up and down these mountains, and then you see that cliff. Ooh, please, sis. I told the dude that was driving us, man, keep your eyes on the road. Don't you be looking over here at these mountains and things of that nature. You ride off the, and the roads are, you know, to me, they're too narrow. But I'm like, shoo, no. But they was talking about a snowstorm here. So I was like, nah, I'm going to try to get up out of here tomorrow, early morning and things, not to get caught up in this snow up there. Because these mountains, whew, brothers, like I said, you see them, you got to give glory to the Most High for making this stuff. And you see the waterfalls and everything coming out of the mountains and things. I mean, it is a sight to see. And at the same time, you're looking at it, brothers, you be like, the Most High said he's going to destroy this stuff. He's going to destroy what he created. And that's his prerogative. Who go question him? He's the creator. I'm telling you. It is a beauty to see, but then that's a judgment that's going to come right along with it. There's a judgment that's coming right along with it. And I mean, they have some nice houses all up in the mountains now, brothers. There are some nice houses up here. Got a little shopping area and all that. I tell you, I know when I'm going, my ears starting to pop when I'm going up into the mountains. And I just cannot imagine being stuck up in the mountains and you have all that snow and you talking about coming down. No, I have a fear of jumping over into one. I mean, not jumping over, but the vehicle is just swerving off the road over a cliff or something. And I was like, nah, that's just me now. But like I said, it's beauty. There's beauty in it. There is beauty in it. But, whoo. And then too, I mean, we run up on some Confederate flying flag people. But I'm telling you, brothers, you may think I'm joking. They have some of the nastiest yards. I mean, they had a flag up and everything, but then they have so much junk in front of their houses on the porch and everything. You're like, man, you what? I kid you not. You know, I'd be kind of leery of going up there, and you know, I'm like, dude, not gonna need people don't let them know you're doing work out here and things of that nature. Because won't need nobody coming out here talking about get off my land and all that nonsense. Or you know, you here to do work and things of that nature. Me myself, I pass over. That's just me. But shalom, Sister Zenobia. But you still have your hatred out here, brothers. You still have your hatred. And now I'm gonna tell you this. When brothers and sisters were speaking about those two twins that happened up in not the twins, those truck drivers, you know, found they found them hanged. When brothers and sisters were saying, they look at these brothers, and it was, you know, these brothers kind of, you know, big, you know, you just can't, You don't see them being overtaken easily. So, brothers, but when brothers start speaking and saying, no, this sounds like the police is involved, because in order for you to get a brother like that, somebody, he had to be bound, handcuffs. And but when we started speaking those things, brothers, what happened? You ain't heard about nobody else. You ain't heard about no other brother being found hanged. You didn't hear that. You don't hear you. We haven't heard about the last brother. I think that was like 6 months ago. Shalom, Sister Linda Cross. About 6 months ago. That's when you haven't heard about that, because brothers and sisters start putting it together. Because see now, like I said, brothers, the Most High keeps receipts. For individuals that's taken Israel, their lives, a receipt is printed. There's a memory of that. They cannot even imagine the judgment that awaits them. Because right now, the arrogance is speaking. The arrogance is being maneuvered. This is what's happening. When we speak on some things and it's holding that weight, the system cannot even hold. They can't do nothing with it. When brothers and sisters say they're going to just shut up and sit back, that hurts the world. The world. Now you got to ask yourself, if your voice is so strong, how is it that we are so weak? So now they got to come up with a narrative to make you feel like you're wrong. You're so off course. This is what they got to do. Brothers, they're doing it right as we speak. This dude is talking about, wait a minute, yes, the police is involved in the case. I know, sister, let me tell you something. I'm putting that past the police. Let me tell you something. You give them that type of power, please. And they wielding it. They are wielding it. They got themselves very hemmed up. And they're getting it. Now, this man here, talking about what all he wants to do. That was the interview that they was talking about, rather. And he's talking about Greenland. Brothers and sisters, this is just me. I think it's all a distraction. I'm seeing it as a distraction. All righty. We know what is eventually is going to happen for Israel. We know this, right? We know all of this. Now, Greenland, and from whatever they said, he was jokingly portraying it, talking about, all right, a portion of it was Russia, a portion of it was China, and the other portion, United States. That's not none of my concern. But the world is highly upset at it. What they're trying to do there, go ahead and do it. Now, what Russia has done, this is what they stated, that Russia has increased its war power over Ukraine, dropping bombs like crazy. Boom, 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 boom. They, in the division that they brought upon Israel, is upon them. It is upon them. Who do you see out there, brothers and sisters, protesting in what is it, Minnesota? Matter of fact, I'm talking about anything in the United States. Matter of fact, let's just go global with it. No, let's just stick it local. You don't see us out there. You do not see us out there. We know we got to a point where that ain't none of my concern. This is what we have gotten into. We come to understand this is not my battle. This is not my fight. And brothers, we sat back and we just shut up. They looking back. Aren't you going to say something? Why is it that they always asking, are you going to say anything? Why are they saying? They're asking you to say something because they understand the strength that you have in your voice, brothers. They understand the strength that you have in your voice. This is the reason why they say, well, why black people ain't saying nothing? Understand the strength of your voice. But at the same time, hey, we do have to pick and choose our battles. We know exactly what is and not our battle. And right now, we're looking more so this Exodus, because they got everything lined up just for that. All of the movements, this new system of things that they're trying, well, I ain't gonna say trying. It seemed like then, brothers, the video I seen, this politician saying this is going to happen in the next 48 to 72 hours. Somebody's in a race to get something popped off. That's what it appears to me. This is the reason I said 6 months. They saying 72 to 48 hours. But at the same time, I'm not trying to endorse fear. We did that. Oh, brothers, when they gave Trump the power, and I'm talking about the Republicans, Democrats, they all gave him the power to do what he wanted to do. That was what? Well, let me see. That was last year. He went in and he got all that stuff. That man can't be charged for nothing. You want to talk about some constitutional rights? Man, don't feed into that no more. Like I said, there is no law. When I say law now, brothers, listen to what I'm saying. There is no law for them. You still got to abide by the law. That's what they are saying. They are saying we can do any and everything to you and not brought up to a justice of peace, period. It cannot be even mentioned. This is what they gave him. They gave him unbridled power. Unbridled power is what he has. You want to talk about a world without law? Let him slip up and say, you know what? There's no more law. You're going to have a problem on your hands. You have a problem on your hand. Well, we don't have a problem. They got a problem. They have a problem. When things get deeper in this country, they're already doing it, brothers. They're asking for Black people to speak up. What is it that they're seeing, brothers? They're seeing that you have a power. Your speech, your tone, it has a power. But it's going to get so bad that they're going to understand, no, they're not. The Most High said that they're going to see the light of his people. It's going to have to get, it's going to get bad for them. Yeah, don't get me wrong. We're going to feel the effects of it. Yeah. I think that stuff is happening right now because I'm going to tell you what it is. I have a 2-bedroom house. I've been on the road for 2 months. I get a light bill for $300. I said, dude, how in the world? The government gave utilities companies to raise their rates. The only thing I left on in my house was a heater. That's it. Well, central air. That's it. And my bill is $300. Brothers, like I said, the system is gearing itself up to break each and every person here in this country. That's what it's doing. Now, you don't have to believe it, because eventually you're going to see it. You're going to see it. I just talked to a brother yesterday. And I'll never forget, I think it was Sister Kathy said this. In order for the other brothers and sisters to wake up, it got to get really bad. That brother mortgage went up to $2,400. He's like, and because he was under the assumption he had home insurance, kind of found out he didn't. And then on top of that, he got hit with suspension of his driver's license, claiming he has a $60,000 child support past due money owed. His work that he does, it consists of his driver's license. So now guess what happened? Now, he can't drive. He's at home now. And I say, the brother is stressed. He's stressed. He's stressed. And that was just one brother I spoke to yesterday. The other one, like that. If I get into it, brothers and sisters, you get depressed. It's hitting. It is absolutely hitting each and every last one of us. It's going to get bad across the board. But we should not feed in it or get slip into fear of it. This is what the Most High is asking us. Now, brothers, we've been through bad times before. That's one thing we'll have to always fall back on. The world is crying on TikTok and all this. Why is it so hard to make a living nowadays? I'm working 2 jobs and I got a degree here. I got a degree there and so on. But my husband is working 2 jobs. I'm working 2 jobs and they can't make ends meet. You let that be a black family. You're talking about what? You working 2 jobs? My wife working 2 jobs and you can't make ends meet? We looking upside your head now. Because we asking the question, I mean, are you on drugs? We understand it. We've been through it. We decided to sit back and shut up. And we just like looking at the world. This is what we're doing. The world is asking the question, why you're not saying anything? Because just as much as it's going to take hard time for some individuals to wake up, hey, the world got to go through it too. We went through it. The world didn't give us a pacifier. No, it didn't. It came down, slapped the baby in the mouth and told the baby to shut up. That's what the world told us. And we dealt with it. That's what we did. We dealt with it. This tribulation is about to come to this world, brothers and sisters. It's for the world. It is absolutely for the world. The Most High said it. This great tribulation is for the nations. But Jacob is going to be saved out of it. They're going to feel what we felt. We went out there and we made ourselves the example. That's what we did. In order for them to understand the hurt, they got to go through it. They got to go through it. We're seeing All of the stuff that Satan has given his people to do, the manipulation of seeds, foods, and things, brothers and sisters, this is the whole purpose of this Exodus. It's for us to realign the world. Who do you, the Most High gave you that responsibility to? Now you're talking about reversing what man is trying to do. This responsibility is upon you, Jacob. Who do you think is going to sit at that throne? We understand what the Most High put in place, and we're going to put everything back the way He says should be. We're not trying to sit up here and manipulate a seed to control a people. This is what they're all about. A controlling of a people. Mainly, Jacob. They know there's money in them. They know that there's talent within these people. Inventions is with these people. But we're not trying to entertain no captivity for no one. No, it's time. This is the reason why most brothers and sisters feel in a certain way, and they're speaking about it. I feel that there's about something is about. You feel? Yes. And they letting you know what the Most High is speaking to them and how we need to move about. Yes, brothers and sisters, they talking about you might, ain't no such thing as might. You're going to, brothers. You're going to have your electricity shut off. They're going to shut, and this is going to be on purpose. They know exactly what they're doing. A new system, brother, they're going to shut the lights off just to get you, or not you, the world in a frenzy. They're going to do it. Now, Nigeria, they're accustomed to their lights going on and off. And their lights may be off for a week or two. It doesn't faze them. Oh, but it phases us. And especially if you live in a cold climate area. Yeah, you know, you need like electricity. Yeah, you need it. But brothers, this is where we will have to think. If the world is saying, if the world is telling you what it's going to do, right now, this is where we put in, all right, if the world is talking about utilities being shut off, well, how can I heat my house to keep my family warm? Or even cook for that matter? Oh, brothers, you may have to go back to that wood-burning stove. But hey, I'm not going to say what people don't want to do, but this is just something that you may have to do. That's the thing. If you got an electric stove, you hemmed up. I mean, it's electricity. I mean, you need something that you can burn, heat up. And in Arkansas, I went over some brothers' houses and things. They have wood burning stoves in their houses, still down to this very day. Heats up their whole house. We think it's primitive. That's what we think. Now, brothers, this is that time where we need to get away from that line of thinking. We need to get away from it. I still know there's some brothers and sisters in Africa that still cook outside. They will go outside and get their burner and some coal. I didn't even realize coal cooked like that, brothers. It was out there frying fish. And it just, I ain't gonna say just like, brothers, it appears that the system is going in that direction. And what it's going to do is going to question how we're standing, how we're living, and what we may have gotten ourselves accustomed to. And we don't think that we can break down to this particular lifestyle, like a wood burning stove, just for survival. Brothers, I was accustomed to making like, it was like, 100, in between 80 and $60 an hour. I was accustomed to that. When this brother told me about 2 years ago, what they was going to do to the communications industry, truthfully, brothers, I didn't think it was going to hit me like that, because I was up under the assumption this is communication. Everybody needs communication. That was my line of thinking. Brothers, when I say these companies out here are sinisters, they sinister. They sinisters. They came in, and I had, good night. I had a whole lot of contracts with different companies. I had 3 companies that was billion-dollar companies. I just didn't have the manpower to take on those type of contracts. But I had that. I was part of that industry, but truthfully, I didn't want to deal with a whole lot of people working up under me. I give me a crew of 10. I was good. And that's what I stuck with. But when they said that they wanted to control the industry, oh, brothers, I didn't know how swift they was going to move. They moved so quick, it was unbelievable. If you notice, brother, a whole lot of stores are shutting down. And they're coming to central locations. Brothers, when I say they breaking this stuff down, they breaking it down. And matter of fact, I'm working myself out of a job. I'm going to tell you the reason why. I go there and I install this data equipment. And this equipment controls, what do they call them? Forklifts. You don't need a person to sit on it to drive this. I installed this this antenna, and it shoot back signals, telling it what truck to go into and this thing goes in, grab it, and puts it in a particular spot. Nobody's driving that thing. Brothers, we are all working ourselves out of a job. Man, greed is out of control. But when you start having this, oh, but let's follow me where I'm going. So now you have all of this stuff. You have your electronics all in place, and this is going to lead back to the days of Enoch. You have all this electronics in order. Now all these people are unemployed. They're working. You know, this is a system that they're setting up. What's going to happen? People are going to get stressful. They're going to get itchy. They're going to get frustrated. They're going to lash out. That's what's going to happen. They're going to look at the rich, sitting back, eating good, being warm and toasty. They do not understand they're bringing destruction on themselves. That's what the rich do not understand. They think they may have a couple of bullets. This is what the world has their mindset. We got a bunker we can go into and we can lock ourselves in. Okay. But does it take that much of greed that you're hurting your own people? Now, mind you, when I said people, because I'm up under the assumption, I hope by that time we gone. We're on our own continent. We're moving things within the continent. And brothers, do not let these people tell you how small Africa is. You can literally get lost, unsearchable in Africa. If you just want to go into a particular spot, ain't nobody coming out there looking for you. If you know how to get in and out, you good to go. But what the world is doing, brothers, this is not good. It's not good for them at all. They're not worrying about you maintaining peace with your brothers. That's one thing they're not doing. Everything the Most High tells us what we need to do as Israel, to love your brothers and sisters intently from the heart. Forgive deeply. Everything the Most High tells us what we need to do towards one another, he's telling us for a legitimate reason, because the world is about to do something that's going to be absolutely demonic towards themselves. And you going to be standing back looking like a light. I want to go to those people. This is the reason why the Most High is telling us, forgive your brothers. Maintain peace with your brother. Pursue peace with your brother. The world is going to look back on you and they want to grab a hold of your skirt or your shirt, asking the question, can I come with you? We see that the Most High is with you, people. This is the reason why it's so important that we follow these laws. We live by these laws. We hold on to these laws because the Most High knows exactly what's about to happen to this world. When you gone, Israel, when you are gone, who else the world going to have to pick their food in the fields? The strawberries, the watermelon, the processed these foods. All right, they looking at machinery. So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, the majority of their stuff is machinery. You're going to have a whole lot of people in destitute. That's what you're going to have. That's exactly what they're going to have. I ain't going to say we ain't no part of that. We woke, we understand what we need to do to return back to the Most High. This salvation right now, as we speak, is for Israel. This is what it is for. And for us to go back, for us to become one nation. And the world will have to see and understand who we are by means of our own actions towards one another. We're a whole lot stronger than what the world is portraying us out to be. The world knows that we are absolutely strong. They know it. But they can't let the low-level people understand that. They want to keep themselves on a pedestal. That's what they want, a false pedestal, as for that matter. They want to give off and sling around power. We, on the other hand, we just want to gather ourselves together as a nation. Go back to the Most High and give him the glory that is deserving. To turn around and repent. Not to take his love for granted any longer. That's our drive and our walk. Right as we speak, this is what we are doing. The cries of repentance, every day it gets bigger. Every day somebody woke up. Every day those laws of his people, they start to wake up to individuals. Every single day. When you're starting to see things in this world escalating, know that the devil is hiding. He's upset. He's understanding something is about to happen. It's too many of these people that's awakening. He is absolutely going to get a lot more stressed. Like I said, brothers, the devil, he loves living. He loves breathing. Now he's understanding what death row looks like, feel like, be stressed about. He's understanding that. He put himself in this predicament. And he did not show any remorse. He even got the world to the point it would not show any remorse. This is the reason why the Most High had to lay his foot down on the throat of Babylon. That's what has to happen. And it's going to happen. We are at that moment. Brothers and sisters, let me play this video. I am the way. And And this is to encourage brothers and sisters to stay, always look at the path. We got to go through Yahusha. There's no other way. Everything, we got to go through him. He came and gave his life for us off the top. That's what he did. In order for that glory to get to the Most High. Now the Most High is saying, it's time for my people to rise. That's what he's saying. That's what he's stating. It's time for his people to rise. And this is I am the way.
I am the way, the truth, and the life.
Oh, I did the wrong
No
one.
man comes to the Father but by me. Fear and death have reigned too long. Now, it's time for fear to fear us. I am the way. No fear, no death. Your spirit bread. Heal the sick, raise the dead. His word is said. The tears of the mother, the cry of the child, the grief of the father, been heard in a while. But Yah says live, he breaks the chain. The Lion of Judah still calls our name. John 11:25, he declared I'm the life. Resurrection power cut sharper than a knife. Mark 6:17, some follow the believer. Cast out demons, no fear of the deceiver. Yah's voice is loud, dividing his remnant, set apart crowd. Fear has ruled, but now it breaks. Faith in Messiah is all it takes. Oh, Luke 10:19, I give you power to tread on serpents, demons devour. Matthew 10:8, heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse the lepers, demons fled. No break can hold us, no terror at night. Psalm 91, we stand and fight. Fear and death now tremble in place. The name of Yahusha breaks every space. I will fear no evil, even though I walk through the valley of death. For Yah is with me, his rod, his staff, they comfort me, they raise me up, and death must now fear me. I am the way, no fear, no fear, no death. I am the way, your spirit pray. I am the way, heal the sick, raise the dead. His word is said. Yahusha said, greater works shall you do, because I go to the Father. This is the hour. His love for his people burns strong. And now, fear and death must fear you.
You know what? Before I leave, brother, I just want to ask you, brothers and sisters, a question. How many of you all believe that this is a time where fear and death must fear you? Because, like I said, and like I stated, the devil is fearing this awakening. It's not the awakening itself, it's the people. And so my encouragement is this. The power that the Most High stated that it is within us, we must believe it. Then the more you start to believe it, the stronger you will become. The stronger you will become. If we're not believing it, brothers, and we just hearing it and it's going in one ear and out the other, it amounts to we taking the Most High for granted all over again. When he says you have a strength in you, believe it. Hold on to it. Keep on letting it ring in your ear. The more you hear it, the stronger you're going to become. This is the fear that the world has against you. The world knows it more than you do. And you're supposed to know it more than the world. Because the world is going to eventually come and see who you are and recognize the Most High is within you. There you go, Sister Zenobia. That's what I'm talking. Faith comes by means of hearing. If we have the history of a world telling us we don't amount to nothing, and we believed it. It was seen. The world showed and displayed how worthless we were. But now, brothers, we woke. The Most High is telling you who you are, what's inside your bones. The same spirit that was used to raise Yahushua from the dead, he said it is absolutely within you. It's within you. Do you believe it? Hold on to that. It's a strength, brothers. It is a strength. When it's all over said and done, brothers, it's going to be a needed strength. If you're seeing the oppression that brothers and sisters are going through, and you're not holding on to that strength, if you are a brother who is sister who's going through medical treatment for some diseases, whatever, believe what the Most High said that is within you. Believe what the Most High said about the leaves. It is a curing of the nations. It is a curing for the nation. Believe it. If you don't believe it and you have the right herbs to do what it needs to do, but if you don't believe it, the Most High is not going to be within you. If he says this here is what you need, believe it. Your belief can determine life and death. Off the top, it's the belief, brothers, that we need to be holding on to. If we don't hold on to belief, I'm going to do it this way. How many of you brothers and sisters believe you're Israel? And if you believe you're Israel, all right, you need to be believing on what the Most High said that is within you. It's just the same thing. Now, granted, we may not be accustomed to the power. We may not be accustomed to it. But brothers, the Most High is telling you to get used to it. That's what he's saying. Get used to it. It's in you. You have the strength to, did not Yahushua, when he was in the wilderness, when he got to the devil was getting on his nerve. That's what it was. He was working his nerves till he got to a point where he said, "Get behind me, Satan. You know for a fact it is the Yahuwah that we should be serving." He told him to depart from me. Now you went down a road. He was not even trying to entertain it. Brothers, we need to be the same way. We need to have a strong determination. You have the power to tell the devil to get away from you. The Most High lays it out. You have the power of resurrection, healing in your bones. All you got to do is believe it and speak it. This is what he is encouraging us to do. And especially as this world goes in the direction it is going, until we get to the point where the Most High says enough. Gather my people together and put them back in their own land. Belief, brothers, is life. It's a portion of it. You're going to have to believe it. It's going to be to your benefit to believe. The world did what it did. And the world is going to answer. The world is going to answer for all it has done. That right there is, that's between the Most High and the world. The Most High is telling you, Israel, if you're battling cancer or any type of sickness there is, he's saying you can cure it. He said you got to believe. Look into the leaves. The information is out there. The Most High said in this time of the end, information is going to be abundant. Push it out there, brothers. Whatever sickness you may have, look it up. See what herbs that are out there. Trust and believe. You got a lot of brothers on out there in the media world letting you know what herbs are good for what. You got a country over, well, you got this here too. HIV is on the rise, brothers. And you got brothers out there in the Congo letting you know what leaves they use to treat HIV, to cure people. But the world is telling you, oh, take this pill here, and it'll lower your lower the count of it, so you can be undetectable. But that's coming with a cost. That's Esau's doing. They want to make money off of you. When you got brothers and sisters now, we just trying to cure you. That's two different worlds, two different people, two different lines of thought. We think that of the Most High. They think about longevity, and you still go die. That's the world. We are not no part of the world. That's who we are. Let us believe and fight to believe. Pray to believe. Go deep in your beliefs, brothers. That's what we need to be doing. I tell you, the moment we starting to believe and you starting to see these brothers put into place their powers, and you started to see these things, you're gonna know it was already there from the beginning. This awakening, brothers, it is absolutely real. Live time, right before our faces. The world is seeing it. The Most High is telling you, and he's only concentrating on you, because once the Most High get through cleaning his house, the world is in trouble. Once he gets finished cleaning his house, the world is under absolute judgment. Period. Brothers, believe. Believe. Even if you may have family members who may not be woke, who may be battling certain sickness, believe for them. Pray for them. Do research and find what you need in order to heal your family. It may be prayer, it may be a herb, but no matter how you look at it, it's going to do both. You're going to pray to the Most High to lead you in a direction to find whatever herbs that is needed. Brothers and sisters are out there on the internet in droves, letting you know what herbs are good for this and herbs for that. This is what the Most High is allowing his people to do. Back in the days, they took brothers and sisters' lives for bringing information out like this. Believe, brothers. Believe what the Most High says that is within you. And when you believe, brothers, and you practice belief, all you doing is caressing the Most High's heart. And you're going to get a smile out of him. You're going to get that head nod from the Most High because you believe. He knows you believe. And on that note, brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there. This is Satan's system. We're no part of it. Let us continue to encourage our brothers. Seek peace with our brothers. And if you can't seek peace with your brother, hey, love your brothers from a distance. Love them from a distance until all things are worked out. You brothers and sisters, be safe out there. Shalom.